Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for spending 5 minutes with me, Dr. Doula. Today, I have been working on my Sankofa birth wraps, working on putting some stuff together for mommies that are expecting and that might want to do some more traditional things. And so anytime I'm thinking about mommies and babies, I'm also thinking about, mamas and daughters, and I'm thinking about all these things. And it made me think about my own mom. Now, full disclosure, a lot of my passion comes from my own mom. It's been about 24, 25 years since she transitioned. And I'll be truthful, there are only a few things that I actually remember her telling me. I remember her saying two or three other things, but one of the biggest things that I remembered was that she told me, she said, when you have your children, don't you worry about a thing, because I will be there and I will show you what to do. And of all the things that plagued me the most is the fact that my mother knew something that she was going to tell me about birth. She told me, don't you worry about it. Annie, when you have your baby, I'm going to take off a year from work. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be there for you. And it didn't happen that way. For many years, it really bothered me because I was like, I really wish my mom would be there. I wish she was there. And the question that kept coming was, what in the world was she going to tell me? What was she going to tell me? And I still couldn't, I don't actually know exactly in her mind what she would tell me. But it is the thing that spurs me on. It is the thing that makes me look at the world in a certain way. When I look and I say, okay, she was going to tell me something. And then I think, I wonder what mothers are telling their daughters. If you have a daughter, I talked about earlier this week, the state of emergency. We would never send our boys out unprepared. And we would do anything that we could in order to prepare them, right? So what are we doing for our daughters? How are we preparing them? Moms, I want you to think about it. I want you to think about, how are you prepared to help your daughter? Some of us have adopted this way of thinking that for me is a bit foreign. When I was coming up, I'm a Southern girl. When I was coming up, I remember when I was finally able to get into the big room. There was a room. And when you were younger and you hadn't started your menstrual cycle and stuff, you just kind of by the door going like this, like, what are they talking about? But at a certain time, oh my gosh, they were like, Andrea, come on in this room. I was like, oh, I have arrived. I'll get to go in the room. And oh my God, as soon as I got in that room, I was ready to leave that room. I was like, is this what they're telling them in the room? In the room, you heard stuff that nobody else they weren't talking about. The women would call you in the room. And now you were hearing things, about your body. And it wasn't just my mom, it was my mom and my grandmother, my great aunt, and the women and the older cousins, and they're telling you stuff about your body, and this is what you need to. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Do I really want to be in this room? But they came together and they talked and they told us. And we've adopted, I think, especially as Black women, this thing where we just kind of released all of that. And we were like, you know what? I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do. We need to know what to do. We need to Sankofa. We need to go back. We need to grab what we have forgotten, because it's just forgotten. There are things that we do and we don't know why we do them. It's because it's in your DNA. In my last minute, this is what I'm going to invite you to do. I'm going to invite you, if you're a mom, if you're a cousin, if you're an aunt, whoever you are, I want you to be willing to Sankofa, to go back and grab what you don't know. If you have a granddaughter, if you have a niece, if you have somebody, I want you to be willing to go back and grab it for them. Please visit drdoula.com. You can go there. I have things that I can help you with. I do group things and gatherings and all those things. But at the bottom of it all, educate yourselves so we can protect our daughters and prepare them. We are their first line of defense. I see you, Chris. You said it's amazing that she wanted to be there in that way. My mom did. And I just believe I'm living this out for her. And it's supposed to be bigger. And so I look for ways to spread my voice. Tamitha said, I remember getting invited to the room. Yes, Tamitha. Okay, that's my time, you guys. Go to drdoula.com. Women, it is our job. Make it a family affair. It's always been our jobs to save, to heal ourselves. We heal ourselves. We save ourselves. We are the answer. See you all next time. Bye.